Howdy, fellas and fellows. I'm actually filming. I was going to film the intro in the garage, but there was a bat in there a minute ago, and we just got out, and I'm kind of a big wussy. I don't like bats. I can handle snakes. I don't know anything besides bats and spiders. Don't do them. Sorry, I ain't turned into Count Dracula. So, today's video, this week's video, is going to be not on this beautiful Honda, which is my brother-in-law's, which is a nice car, you know. But anyways, that's my brother-in-law's car. But besides the point, you guys heard that. Anyways, this week's video is going to be on assembling the Pontiac 400 cylinder heads with beautiful comp springs, all that shit. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's a quick one. I know, not charger content. Well, it's because I've been over here dog sitting while my brother-in-law's down in Arizona packing up the rest of my sister and them stuff and bringing it back up here to where they're living now. Anyways, so haven't had a lot of time to work on said car. The minute the charger is done, we will get a video out to you immediately. Because for one, I would love to bring it over here and just terrorize the neighbors. But I don't know if we'll do that. Probably take Grandpa for a ride. Anyways, I'll stop talking. See you guys in the next one. And yeah, my brother-in-law's supposed to be starting a YouTube channel. If he does, I'll let you guys know. He's gonna do gaming content. He's a lot bigger of a gamer than me, where I just do it in my free time and only play one game, Call of Duty. Where he plays, I'm not sure what all he plays, but I know he plays Call of Duty, and I think he plays some other games. But the minute she tells me his YouTube channel, and the minute I know he posted a video, I'll share it for you guys. He's a good dude, treats my sister right, and I like him. So anyways, see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Go in here and edit this fucking video, and see you guys in the next one. By the way, if I turn into a vampire and y'all don't see me until dark, don't think none of it. I'm gotta close this door until it's slide off. So let's see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Howdy, you guys. So back on the Pontiac 400. It has been literal months since the last time you guys have seen anything on this engine, and there's a reason for that. One big excuse is valve train. We had to figure that stuff out. So basically everything we're using here is comp cams, from the camshaft to the lifters to the springs. There's part number to the springs to the keepers. Here's the keepers, part number right there. This is the valve locks. Excuse me, they're pretty dusty. Then even valve seals, we are using Comp Cam's valve seals, which is this part number right here. So everything, and that's where a lot of people, if you're doing just cam swaps, like there might be a charger coming to the channel, and on that car, I'm just not wanting to do all this work to it. I would like just to get it in and get it done. So yeah. So that's what I have to say here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lap these valves. First I want to make sure these valve seals fit. If not, it's a waste of like 30 bucks, but who cares? The proper thing would be to use this setup right here and put better valve seals in. Really would be to use an arbor and or use a cutter and an arbor, which is this handy dandy thing right here. That's your arbor. Now we have them for a big block, but we don't have one for this style of valve stem. So I do have one on order through Amazon, but they're on backorder. They're on terminal backorder right now. So hoping that we can get it here, and then we'll just have it for another engine. But so basically what we're gonna do is, if it's snug, but it fits. It fits the valve guide. Okay. So basically what we're gonna do here is I have this stuff right here. This is valve grinding compound, lapping compound, whatever you want to call it. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get Dad's little companies in this. I want to discuss this with you guys. So, first of all, these. I actually went with these ones because these are comp. The other ones are Engitech, and plus I broke one of them installing them. Anyways, I've had these for years. These have actually been bought for an engine I bought, or that I was building. I think I might have bought them for the Magnum. I don't know what I bought these for. They've been sitting on a shelf for probably at least 2 years. So these ones we'll accept them. Might as well use them. Now, springs. Let's talk springs. I don't know. We're going to try to pull the dampener spring out of this center here. One of the reasons I'm going to do that is because I've seen a bunch of guys talk online about springs. And flat tappets, as you guys know, that's what this 400 is, are known to wipe out. There's materials now, but I've had good luck with one engine so far. One. If this is any other brand, I would be going roller because most brands had rollers. If they're retrofit rollers for a Pontiac, it's like a Buick. They're expensive. They're like Mopar. They're like everything else like that. If this was a small block Chevy and I was doing this too, which I wouldn't be because I would just use a 96 Vortec and up 350. This is an older 350. You buy these parts for cheap, these roller cam stuff. But anyways, a lot of guys say you can pull out this center spring in here. A spring right here, right there. And supposedly that helps it. I don't know. I think the center spring, all it is to help with like valve float and stuff. I don't think it's really like a stiffening spring per se, like that holds your valve shut. I think it's for heavy RPM. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. Not a cam guy at all. Some asshole in a dirt floor shop doing this shit. So I think I'm gonna try my best to pull the center spring out, and we're going to put these in here like this. I tried this once before. I don't know if I got that on video or not. I tried to put the heads together before we milled down these guides, and it wouldn't fit. On a big block Chevy, which is why we originally bought this guide tool, to mill these down, your guides. We originally bought this for Gen 6 454. That was in the 454 SS. That was in the intro for many, many years. But originally bought it. But you can buy arbors for different styles. Luckily, I was able to find this arbor to cut these down to where they are. All you do is use like a conventional drill and an arbor, and you just mill them down. You're not like boring an engine per se. It's not really that precise of a thing. You just cut it, and I usually cut it until it stops cutting. But what that does is it mills down this center chunk here, the center of the guide. What I think, I don't, no expert, but I think what it does is it mills down that, so you can use a dual spring. And when you compress these, the problem before is I would compress this with a spring compressor, and before you could even get it to where you could get this in, this was like hitting the valve retainers. And I think that's why you mill these down. I'm not really sure. I'm not like an expert engine builder by no stretch of the word. I am just some asshole that is dangerous with Google and wants to do this shit on my own. If you're not comfortable with this, I'm sure your machine shop would take care of this for you. So let's see if I can pull these out. I'm hoping I can. These ones actually might not be able to come out. I don't know. Because you don't want to damage this spring in here. But what you want is this not to have a lot of resistance on it. Like a lot of pressure. And it wipes out that cam. Because I'm using comp. And if this does not go through, because you break it in for like 20 or 30 minutes, varying RPMs, and all that jazz. So if this thing wipes out, I'm not going to blame comp. I'm not. Because we could have done the procedure wrong. Who knows? Just because I've done it once doesn't mean this engine is going to fail. I say that to say, do what I do at your own risk. If you're going to do this, they sell a tool to press these on. Usually all I use is a socket, like so. Put this on here like this. You want a socket that just fits around this outside edge right here on these. And usually you don't need a hammer. Usually you can just push them on there by hand if you got a strong grip. If you're an older man like Dad or like Grandpa, then you're gonna need probably a hammer, or your bull of a grandson, your horse. Anyways, the hell is that? Huh. I forgot. These Pontiac heads usually take an insert here in these mid center holes. I hope I got some of those. Anyways, let's put you guys back on time lapse and see what we can do. If I can't pull the center spring out, we'll just leave it in and hope that the braking goes well. Because I hate to say this, but between me and Dad, we got probably a couple of grand in this engine, and it's nothing special, really. It's just a 76 Pontiac 400. That's bored, I think 30 or 40 over. 40 over. It's got higher protective pistons in it, better than the stock ones. Just a thumper cam, new bearings, new timing, just upgrade, pretty much just pistons and a cam. And yeah, I say all that to say that I hope this don't break, because to me this is a lot of money to have tied up in an engine, and it'll be nobody's fault but my own. So let's do this. So remember when I said don't listen to me? Yeah, don't listen to me. That's the spring you want to pull out. That spring rides in the center here. Don't pull this out. Don't pull those out. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, now we're talking. So it is dual springs. I mean, I can figure out why I just had a dampener, but here's the spring you want to pull out. That one, or at least the one we're pulling out. Alright. So, let's do this. Oh, alright, you guys. So I got taped off. We're going to spray this. Aluminum foil covering up our valve train. This is not masked off correctly, but I just want to spray it so we can put it on the engine, and then we'll cut all this to match once on the engine and actually spray it. So, let's get this thing sprayed. Hey, you guys. So, that head's done. This head done. This is what it's going to look like. This is the 400 that's been sitting in the bag here for months. Brand new 40 over engine. It's got a thumper, cam in it, comp valve springs. Pretty much all this is a comp assembly. Valve springs, the lifters, the cam, all that shit, retainers, locks, everything's comp. We're putting these on later tonight. I still have to go pull the rollers out of the Le Mans. It's gonna get roller rockers. I think Dad's needing in here, so I'm gonna cut this video short.